Hey there. If you're thinking about getting out there on the road with the big rigs and driving a rig, an RV, or even a bus, then have we got great news for you.
Southwest Truck Driver Training can get you trained and rolling in as little as 4 weeks. They offer lifetime job placement support. They have special military programs, a financial aid program, including grant applications, and so much more to offer you.
Plus, they're family-owned business right here in the Southwest. They have world-class training for Class A and B CDLs, hazmat endorsement training, RV training, and, of course, a refresher course if you need one. And did we mention they have 3 locations, which are Phoenix, Tucson, and North Las Vegas?
So we don't know why you're sitting there channel surfing on a TV when you could be learning to drive and roll down the road to earning a great living today.
Go to their website, swtdt.com, to learn more about Southwest Truck Driver Training to shift your career into high gear.
Tell them you heard about them on the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. We love them. You will too.
Break 19 for radio check.
18 Wheels.
Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
We're a podcast for truckers, about truckers, by truckers.
Coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success.
Fueling them with knowledge and passion for trucking.
Navigating the industry 1 mile at a time.
Spark the revolution.
You did that twice in a row to me. Happy Halloween, Patrick.
Is it Halloweeny already?
Yeah, it's Halloween already.
Christ almighty.
Do you have your costume ready?
Yeah, I'm going to go as a truck driver.
Your sister doesn't approve of that.
I know, right?
You know, because I already went as that, and she didn't like it then.
Oh, well. I'll have to
We could go as team drivers.
I'll draw a quarter, do a picture of a quarter on my hand,
Okay.
and then I'll carry my little sledgehammer with me. When people ask me what I am, I'll hold my hand out and hit my hand with the sledgehammer.
Ow.
And I'll tell people I'm a quarter pounder.
Don't hit it hard.
No, I won't. Just
Oh, okay.
I'll go, I'm a quarter pounder.
Oh, I like that. I could put pugs on my shirt,
Okay.
and I'll go as a pug magnet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As opposed to taking a Hawaiian shirt and sticking Barbies all over it?
What would I be then?
A babe magnet.
Yeah, I want to be a pug. I don't need to be a babe magnet. I want to be a pug magnet. Oh, I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to put money on my shirt.
Okay.
I'll be a money magnet. Maybe people will give me more. Tell me I don't have enough money to be a money magnet. Oh, here, have more.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, you don't have enough. Oh, you're a porch. You're a broken ear. Anyways, welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Janet.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you, Patrick? I'm just fine and dandy. How are you?
I'm just doing absolutely fantabuloso.
Is that like Fabuloso, the cleaning product down here?
Yeah, you know how it
That's
is.
really good.
Anyways,
That's really good. Better
anyways, this being
Halloween.
October 31st, Old Hallows Eve, it's also the last day to get into our giveaway.
Till 11:45
Yes.
p.m. Arizona time.
So, if you want to be in it,
To win it.
you got to get in it.
To win it.
So, don't dawdle. TikTok.
To win it.
TikTok.
I know 2 words.
11:45 p.m. Arizona time is the deadline.
To win it.
If you want in, go to 18wheeltalk.com. Click on the floating little icon there that says enter our giveaway. You can go to 18wheeltalk.com/fan club. Sign up for our fan club. Once you confirm your email address, you can click on the giveaway zone button.
You had me freezing there for a second.
Or go to 18wheeltalk.com/giveaway
To win it.
to get entered. To win it.
To win it.
Because you got to be in it to win it. Got it?
Got it. To
Got
win it. Okay.
Last day.
Final day. This is it.
Winners will be drawn
Beginning of the month.
very
next month.
beginning of November. So don't dawdle. Get your ass in gear.
Shift.
Shift your ass in gear and get over to the 18 Wheel Talk Podcast Show website and get entered.
Yeah, if you don't know how by now, tough.
By the way,
Yeah.
if this is your first time listening to us, welcome in. Welcome to the show.
What took you so long?
Me and Jenna have a combined 40 years experience in the trucking industry, and this is our fourth year anniversary. We've been doing this podcast show for 4 years now. May not be the greatest in the world. It's not the best, not the worst. We're the top of the bottom, I always say.
I do not like that.
We are the cream of the crap, baby.
Patrick,
Yes, darling.
we're the best.
Of the best of the best, ma'am.
Best of the best of the best, sir. What movie's that out of?
I don't remember. That wasn't Stripes, was it?
It might be.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll
It's
think
one of those.
I'll think of it or I'll Google it. One of the two.
Anyways, welcome in. Welcome to the show. If you're listening to us in your ears, please leave us a rate and a review if you can. Good, bad, or indifferent. We don't care. At least you're listening to us and leaving a review.
This is true.
And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet,
Why not?
get there, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you get notified.
Ring our bell. You can ring our bell.
Ding dong. Janet's a ding dong.
See, I'll let you finish the song.
Anyways.
Yes.
By the way, it's Taco Tuesday.
Bong. Taco
I
Tuesday.
had to put that in there.
Yo quiero taco.
I like taco. I like tacos. I like Taco Bell tacos, too.
I've been
I
craving
really
a
do.
taco pizza.
I know, right? I wish they'd bring them back.
I'll have to make one.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways.
Boy, twist my arm.
Okay. So what are we talking about today, Miss Janet?
Aerodynamics in big rigs and their trailers.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a juicy topic.
Yeah.
Go for it. Lead us off. Batter up.
Oh.
Hey, better. So win.
I know what movie that's out of. So, before you look strictly at aerodynamics,
Yep.
most people tend to look at everything else, you know, the weight, the cost, the entire package that owning or even driving a big rig takes.
Okay.
So, over the past decade or so, aerodynamics has really taken a grip on the industry.
Yes.
Okay.
I've noticed a lot of changes.
I'd say just longer than the decade now that I really think about it. It's been at least two because first we saw the noses of semis go down.
Yeah, they get more sloped.
And then we
Try to
saw-
get more airflow.
Yeah, then we saw them go in, and bearings and fins being added, and hood scoops and roof scoops.
Well,
and,
they've always had
but they've become more aerodynamic too.
they've always had the nose scoops and the hood scoops. You know, to
But-
get that airflow over the top.
But if you've looked how they've changed as trucks have changed, you can see the difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
is what I mean. You know,
Definitely.
and roof scoops and two little loop scoops.
Do.
Well, no matter how aerodynamic you make the truck, the unavoidable problem is the back of the truck and the back of the trailer because, you know, they have a bigger effect on the drag
This is true.
than the front of the truck because the front of the truck is doing pretty good now.
Yeah.
The back of the truck is kind of like a right angle box and, you know, it's especially that traditional box type trailer, you know, a reefer trailer, a box trailer, you know, whichever.
It's the worst shape for.
Yeah,
It's the worst shape possible for aerodynamics.
this is true.
It's a square box or a rectangular box. However you want to look at it.
Well,
A box. A box is a box
is
is a box is a
I
box.
say. Yeah, a box is a box. And not a lock.
I pick up the box, I put it down.
Yeah, I did plenty of that.
Yeah, me too.
As a truck driver, you do plenty of that. I pick it up, I put it down.
But yeah,
I
that's
drive
the
it
worst.
from town to town.
Trailers are the worst shape possible for aerodynamics.
True. So,
However,
yes.
anyways,
No, go ahead.
they're working on it.
Yeah, you can keep the flow smooth and attached all the way around, up and over the front of the truck, like Tesla's done.
Okay.
But unless you add bearings in the teardrop to the rear of the trailer, you know, behind the trailer's rear doors.
Yep.
To reduce the wake. You normally think of wake, you think of like on the river or
Right. Well, this is an
But
air wake.
This is an air wake. Exactly.
It's similar to water. It's just in air form.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's really futile to make the front end like ultra aerodynamic because you just don't see substantial benefit no matter how good the tractor itself is, if you haven't done something on the ass end, basically.
Yeah, if they can make it so that wind coming over the top ends up being more of a push from behind.
Well, they helped when they put the fairings between the tractor and the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, they really did. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Like especially like say mine that had the fairings and then the reefer.
Okay.
It had less of a gap between it.
Right, yeah, because those fairings kind of bowed out just a little bit so that it allowed the wind to go around
Yep.
instead of...
And then it had the roof fairing that brought it up over the top. And I had a tall tractor that was, sloped up to begin with, a 389.
Yeah.
So all of that helped. But then at the back end, it just went...
Yeah.
And I didn't have any of the... I can't think what they're called. I got to look... The appendages,
the wings,
the underbody wings.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Isn't it funny?
I just forget what they're called.
My brain just went. So you have the appendages that you add on the fairings, the wings that go behind the cabin, the side skirts, skirtings that go underneath. The trailer.
The sides of the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, that go underneath the trailer. Those really help. When I first saw them, I thought, well, that's a stupid idea.
Yeah, when my last company that I drove for started getting them, I was kind of like, but you do feel a difference.
Yeah.
You can feel a difference.
And I've been told that by drivers. I never drove a trailer that had those on them, but I've been told by drivers that had driven without them and then had them with them, and they told me, yeah, you do feel a difference in those,
especially if they're installed properly.
Yes, anything installed properly. Very good emphasis on those two words put together.
As long as they're installed properly, you'll get maximum efficiency out of them.
That helps with the underbody and truck to trailer turbulence.
What?
And then you've got those tapered extenders that come off the sides of the rear doors. Have you seen? Yeah, I know you've seen them.
They fold up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like I think they call them a kite.
Yeah, it looks like it comes out like a square.
But it's a weird looking square.
It's a weird looking square, but it does help. It kind of cones it a little bit.
Yeah.
I know they call it a kite, but for people,
like I said, to me, it reminds me of like two different types of those square box kites.
Yeah.
That come off the back.
But that helps to reduce the size of the wake or the hole that the trailer leaves behind it. It reduces the drag. Mm-hmm. But if people don't know what you're talking about, if they've never seen one, because there's parts of the country that don't have those.
Okay.
Different regions of the country, they don't have those at all. Like you can drive in, like I think the Northeast didn't have them for a long time, but the Midwest had them first before the Northeast. So if you were a driver in the Northeast and hadn't seen them, then you went to the Midwest, you'd be like, "What was that just drove by me? What was on the back of his trailer? Was that an alien? Attached to his ass?
Was that the Wienermobile hanging out the back? Because that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
When you showed me that one picture, I was like, that looks like the Wienermobile hanging off the back.
Well, because aerodynamically, the ideal trailer at the end would be a teardrop, tapering to a point,
Right.
But hardly going to allow easy loading or unloading.
Well, that would have to like fold away, you have to fold under, flip up, one of the two.
Yeah, think about it.
Or it'd have to open like the doors.
But it couldn't. I don't see how it could be a teardrop if it did that. But imagine if it was an inflatable or a collapsible fairing behind the doors. So they've tried. This was some fun research I did this month in October, because some of the pictures they had was like a kite that came off the top of the trailer.
Okay.
And when you got to a certain speed, it kind of dropped. I'm using my hands because I'm Irish. You'd only see it when we put the video out, but it kind of was like a kite that was on top of the trailer, attached by ropes.
Okay.
And when you got to a certain speed, and imagine being the car behind this trailer, and it dropped down behind the trailer and then sucked up to the back of the trailer, but it still stuck out about 40 feet and came to a point.
Okay.
But it was like a kite.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So it's kind of a kite or maybe like a balloon or something.
Right.
It was inflatable. The air from the truck inflated it and then it sucked it up in once it filled in.
Oh, and the faster the truck goes, the bigger the balloon gets.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But imagine
Can you
being
imagine that.
Imagine being the car behind it.
That would
One minute you're tailgating a truck, and the next minute you're attached to it with a balloon.
Next thing you know, you got a cone in your windshield.
You're part of it because the balloon attaches to you or something. It sucked you right in.
Yeah.
You're stuck up against the windshield with it or something.
Right, row.
So yeah, because it would grow larger as the truck increased speed, and people tend to tailgate semis, even though they shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but they do.
You know that sign, the sign on the door. If the driver can't see you, well, the driver's never going to see if you're stuck in the cone.
That's
Okay.
right.
There was that one, and then there was like some that came like peeled off the side. It was attached inverted.
Okay.
From the rear of the trailer, so that when you were parked, it was part of the sides of the trailer and top.
Okay.
And then when the truck started moving, it kind of did a flip.
Okay.
So that it just like it inverted itself and became a cone, but it had no bottom on it.
Okay.
And I guess the problem with that is it wouldn't stay up. Couldn't keep it up.
Give them a little blue pill.
I didn't know how to put that. There's no nice way. It wouldn't stay up, and I guess cars could get caught underneath it. Whoopsie. Sorry, I drug that Volkswagen for 300 miles. Didn't mean to. I didn't need fuel. Figured it didn't either,
I gave it 2 blue pills. Whoops.
Yeah. So my favorite would be the one we have the picture of, which is a red cone balloon.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like the Wienermobile got stuffed in the back of a trailer. And it was
kind
hanging
of
up the back.
does. But it's some sort of balloon, but I don't know how it's attached or how you would load or unload.
We'll definitely put a link in the show notes for you to be able to go check out these pictures.
So that's one we definitely have a picture of, but some of the others they gave descriptions of without pictures from all the different places I was looking at. Most of them, they say, we made it so they could load and unload, but then the problem was how to get it back into its original position.
Right.
Once you came to a stop, or how to keep it inflated if you were coming like through a toll booth.
Oh, yeah, right.
You're just slowing down for a toll booth and you don't want it to rip up and everything. Yeah, there's like 1,000 problems with these things. So, like I said, that's a whole problem. So for now, they got those little kite things that are already attached that kind of work a little.
Like I said, they're attached to the doors.
Yeah, so that's the problem with the back of a trailer if you're talking about a typical box type trailer, but that brings us back to the trucks.
Okay.
So we were talking about aerodynamic trucks, and what do you think of when you think of, oh my gosh, this truck is so aerodynamic, it's going to be the future of semis?
Tesla?
Yeah. And I used it for reference because they're supposed to be the best aerodynamic semi-truck ever, but what's wrong with Tesla? They don't make trailers.
Oh, that's right. I was going to say, they don't make trailers. They only make the truck.
Exactly.
So if the front's so aerodynamic and the back is not, it defeats the purpose.
And so you can't really judge them on that because the aerodynamic figures are hard to compare a Tesla without knowing to another truck without knowing what's being measured.
Right.
Because say you take a Tesla towing a regular box trailer.
Okay.
Without even the fairings and everything else underneath the trailer.
Okay.
To a nowhere near as aerodynamic Kenworth, but Kenworth's kind of aerodynamics now,
Right, yeah.
But
they've changed the shape of their tractors.
Correct, but they're not as aerodynamically perfect as Tesla claims to be.
True.
And I've never driven a Tesla semi, couldn't tell you.
No.
But say it's towing a trailer with all of the current aerodynamic gear available, the side bearings and the thing on the back, the box on the back and everything else. You're not comparing apples to apples.
Okay.
You're comparing what? Apples to pineapples or apples to watermelons or whatever you want to call it. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't compare those two.
I gotcha.
Because the pictures that I've seen of Tesla trucks pulling trailers, they're not pulling trailers that have anything aerodynamically attached. They're just pulling a regular box trailer.
Okay, so if we gave them both the same type of trailer,
then we'd be able to compare the two.
okay,
Then you would really know
which is better, the aerodynamic front
and with the trailer,
yeah,
or the aerodynamics, say Kenworth and Peterbilt come off of the same everything,
and with all the extras,
that they have available. Now, which is better? And that doesn't even go.
I'm sure somewhere they've done that.
I wasn't able to find it. If they did,
somebody's got.
I'm sure Tesla has.
But
of course, they're not giving out that information to little old May.
No, they're not going to free that up.
They don't talk to May.
We asked them for an interview, and he declined.
Months and months ago, I asked them, and they turned me down. Bastard. Politely declined.
Bastard. Son of bitches.
Anyway, and it wasn't even about this specific subject. It was
something else.
Something else, and they declined.
All right, so give them the same even advantage by having the same trailer with the Tesla, and it'll be better still.
Perhaps not huge.
Not huge, but
I would think Tesla should be better because it looks more aerodynamic. I mean, the nose of it's so far down on the ground.
It should, but
looks like a toddler could climb the front of it.
They say our future's in electric vehicles.
Including electric trucks.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it's obvious. However, aerodynamics is a great thing, but that overall weight is not.
Yeah, the batteries alone. I forget. I did the research. What was it, 10,000 pounds per battery?
They're ridiculous.
And there's 4 batteries per semi?
Well, the upside is you don't have the weight. You don't have the weight of the motor because there is no motor.
Correct.
So you're right around the same weight as a tractor anyways.
They actually weigh more. I did look.
Really?
They weigh more than a traditional semi, and it's all in the batteries.
Right. Yeah, because they weigh for...
I don't have it right in front of me because I wasn't expecting this to come up in this podcast.
Right. That's okay.
But they're allowed a higher weight limit for an electric semi than they're allowing for a regular semi, for a diesel.
Really?
Yes, they're allowing them a higher weight limit. DOT is.
Special privileges.
Yes, they're getting special privileges.
Guess what? Them bastards can haul smaller fucking trailers and stay underweight like us, like everybody else.
I agree, but...
You can't bend the rules because, he's driving electric.
Well...
That's just my opinion.
I agree. That's our opinion. But they're allowing a higher weight limit because they're electric. They're not taking into consideration what that's going to do to our highways.
True.
That's going to do major damage on highways. That's going to do major damage on city streets, on loading, parking lots.
Because they're heavier.
They're heavier. The heavier a vehicle, the harder it is on highways, on city streets, on, customer parking lots. How many roads have we driven on where you can see the ruts that are deep and it's from a semi based on the width of the wheels?
When you go over the Ambassador Bridge from Canada into Michigan.
Yeah. I've been across it.
You got no choice. There's one road you have to take.
And you don't even need to use your steering wheel. It's so deep.
It's just 2 ruts.
Yeah.
With blacktop thrown on top of it.
The bridge from...
The big joke on the CB radio is, here they're coming over here with a big fat spatula to flip the road.
Yeah.
Smooth it out.
And there's the bridge that goes from Wisconsin up into the UP and from Michigan into the Michigan UP. They're both the same way. Mm-hmm. You can get in there and you don't even have to touch your steering wheel. Exactly. You can put your hands next to it just in case.
Just idle your truck.
Yeah.
It'll
drag you right along.
It'll go straight.
Yeah. There's other roads. There's roads in what's the big the Cross Bronx Highway or whatever down in New York City is the same way.
Okay.
I've been across it, down there at the Long Island Expressway.
Yep.
I've been down there in a semi, and you get in that one lane where the semis are required to drive, and God help you if you have to swerve because you're going to go up and out to swerve,
Yeah, right.
to avoid something.
That's why they made the road like that, so you can't up and swerve.
Yeah, they didn't make it like that. They made it flat. But yeah, so they don't take into account any of this. This is, like I said, this was really just talking about how aerodynamics are changing. That's why, the long nose Pete's, the long nose, internationals, the
Freightliners, Freightliner classics.
All of those,
They're starting to go by the wayside now.
Our logo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trucks don't look like that anymore that are coming off assembly lines.
No.
That's
unfortunately, that right there.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you don't have a dash cam in your semi and you went and spent all that money on it, do you really think that you and your truck are protected against John Q. Public? We don't. That is why we recommend Rexing USA cameras and equipment. Whatever it is you are looking for, whether it be a dash cam, a body cam, a trail cam, or similar, they probably have it.
Nearly every new vehicle coming out has a dash cam, and there is a reason for it: litigation. Yes, welcome to America, the land of litigation. So the best thing you can do is to protect what you own with video and pictures.
And their dash cams, boy, let me tell you, their cams do a lot. They have 170-degree ultra-wide angle lenses that will automatically lock in the last video if it feels a vibration from an accident. It has a supercapacitor battery backup that is better than lithium for extreme heat or cold. Add in loop recording, a mobile app, and parking monitoring, and more.
And yes, now you have a really great package for this company of cameras. So come on, check it out at 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam. That's 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam. That's classic. Yeah. You got it. That right there.
That right there. Would have a fin on the hood and then a fin up on the top, which it actually does have a fin up above.
Well, it would be sloped a lot more too, and the front would be narrower.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Anyways, aerodynamics is coming a long way. It's not they haven't perfected it yet.
Well,
but they're still working on it.
Well, think about like cars, how they've gone. They started off one way, then they went really aerodynamic with fins and fenders and everything, like say in the 50s, and then they went low and sleek like in the 60s.
Yep.
Then they got big and bulky and muscle cars in the 70s.
Now they're building everything bigger.
But now, trucks.
Yeah.
But cars, small cars have gone away. You can't buy a small car now.
You can't buy a compact anymore.
Yeah. If you can find a car under like $30,000, good luck.
Yeah.
Everything's getting big, but even the big SUVs and crossovers and everything, they've got aerodynamic fenders and hoods, and look how aerodynamic we are.
Yeah. Well, it's like you get in an accident and the whole car falls apart.
Yeah.
They don't make anything like they used to.
I happen to agree, including semis.
For sure.
And I know this is a past podcast, but when we were talking about accidents in the one or weird things, I saw the one video, they're suicide loaded, and the front roll, steel roll and the roll was like 8 foot around, wasn't properly secured, and it rolled across the passenger side of the cab over.
Okay.
The driver lived. He walked away from it, and he was the only one in it. But he got cut off by a motorcycle, and the steel roll bounced over the passenger side, and it smashed the truck.
Right.
But it was a fairly new cab over. I didn't even realize they still made them.
Well, that's one of those Scavia.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say it, Scavias.
Yes.
Because they're prominent in Europe.
Yeah, I forgot all about them.
Yeah.
But they still bring them here, though.
Yeah.
People still buy them here.
Yeah. But there's not a lot here in the States.
This is true. I can tell our AC's on because my hair's going nuts.
They're prominent in
But it rolled right over the passenger side of the truck, and you could tell because that thing didn't look like it should have smashed, and it did. It smashed that truck.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I said, I know Aerodynamics, they try and try and try and try.
But the lighter the vehicle is, the lighter the body on the vehicle is, they assume the better it is. But I think that's worse for the driver. It might help with aerodynamics.
Mm-hmm.
That's not always a good thing for the driver.
So let's continue this on our Twitter page. Go to @18wheeltalk on Twitter and let us know. Does your company, does your truck, trailer, what do you guys do for aerodynamics?
Yeah. Do you have everything on your trailer too? Do you have the side?
Do you have the bat wing on the back? Do you have the side wings on the
underneath?
Underneath on your trailer? Do you have the fairings on your
I
cab?
think almost everybody has fairings now.
Just about.
Just about. Not everybody.
But let us know. Let us know on our Twitter page.
My hair. Like I said, the air conditioning's blowing it.
Let us know. Go to @18wheeltalk on Twitter and
X-Twitter.
X or whatever, formerly known as Twitter.
The app formerly known as Twitter.
And look for a post on aerodynamics.
Give us your opinion.
And let us know.
Where's it going? I can hardly wait till we're the Jetsons. That's all I got to say.
I mean, is it getting better? Is it getting worse? Let us know. Honestly, I really want to know because, like I said, they were the company I worked for was just getting the side wings on the trailers.
Okay.
Before I left, so
I think those work.
And you can feel the difference.
I think maybe the trucks are going a little too far, personally.
Yeah, but let us know. Give us your opinion. That'd be awesome.
Can I put one more opinion in?
What's that?
You've seen how the front of the electric trucks are. How low they are.
Okay.
To me, it looks like if someone was in an accident with them coming at them, like say a head-on, that another vehicle would go straight up the hood, across the top of the truck, and land on the trailer. Doesn't it?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, it really does. It looks like a ramp.
Yeah, it's possible. It is definitely possible.
That's how it looks to me. Just saying.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Chicken pants. I am saying that.
Chicken pants.
I had to get that out there. Happy Halloween, chicken pants.
Yes. Maybe that's what I'll go as. I'll go as my costume is going to be part chicken wearing pants. Chicken
there you
pants.
go. And if you don't know what chicken pants is all about, you missed it. It was a couple episodes ago.
Go ahead. Explain what chicken pants is.
A couple weeks ago, we were getting our vehicles inspected and then registered. And coming back, the vehicle next to me was driving like a dumbass.
Uh-huh.
And it just didn't have any brains in their head. And I was going to call them.
They're getting ready to turn or something.
Yeah, and they were getting ready to turn, and they were slowing down and kind of in and out of their lane and my lane. And I was going to, and then they just didn't have any guts to do what they were going to do. So they backed off it again and ended up cutting me off because they backed off. If they had just gone for it, they'd have been fine.
So
I was going to call them chicken shit or
scaredy pants
or scaredy pants, and instead it came out chicken pants. So
Janet is speaking her own language and giving you a little insight to her new vocabulary.
My vocabulary is usually a mix of English, Spanish, and German, which, by the way, is common in people that speak multiple languages
blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
To intermix the languages.
Yes, I know. Janet speaks in Germish.
Mm-hmm. However, chicken pants, that's a whole new thing.
That's a cuss word.
That should be. That's my personal insult for people.
That's like flipping somebody off with your pinky.
Yes. Chicken pants.
Chicken pants. Ugh.
Up yours, chicken pants. Anyway. This has been fun, as usual.
Anyways, we hope you enjoyed the show. If so, please, if you can, rate, review us.
Happy Halloween.
Would be totally awesome. Good, bad, indifference. I don't care as long as you're giving us a review.
This is true.
It does help out the show, regardless. And like us, subscribe to YouTube. Hey, we got another YouTube channel, More 18 Wheel Talk.
Oh yeah.
That's where you can find all our shorts, bloopers, Anything, any short little videos, any funny little videos, snippets.
Yeah.
It's
If he ever
gonna be-
gets around to uploading bloopers, you guys will have
It's
fun.
going to be, well, baby steps. But,
I know.
But go subscribe to the More 18 Wheel Talk on YouTube, so that way you can have a laugh or two with us.
Yes.
And we hope you enjoyed.
Enjoyed.
This is part of a blooper reel right here.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
And you'll come back for more.
Oh, today 11:45 is the cutoff for
Yes.
the contest.
Yes, get in it.
Get in it to win it.
Because if you're not in it, you ain't gonna win it.
That's
and we're giving 4 lucky winners each of
Prize package
18 Wheel Talk prize pack,
that has stuff in it.
and it also has
Stuff.
and
Good
maybe
things.
and maybe
More stuff.
and there
Lots
might
of
be-
good stuff that you can use at home or in a truck.
and it might be something like
Yep.
and
Nope, he can't say it.
but
I'm going to kick him in the butt if he does.
and
Nope,
okay,
he's done.
okay, thank you, bye. Hey, we thank you for joining us. Keep your rubber side down.
And your shiny side up.
And we'll see you on the flip side, y'all.
Bye.
Okay, bye. 18 Wheel Talk. Thank you for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. Be sure to stop by 18wheeltalk.com and check out all the affiliates mentioned in the program today. Remember, we're here coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Sparked a revolution.
So tell me, do you have one of those change buckets in your vehicle for fancy cafes?
Yeah.
And are you looking for a way to help support the show and just don't know how?
Well, we have great news for you. It is super easy, and you can do it for as little as $3 a month. Yes, that's right, $3 a month. That means for the cost of a cup of coffee, you could support the show for a month. And if you order one of those foo-foo frappy thingamabobs with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkles on top, you could support the show for about 6 months.
Isn't that amazing? Saving you calories from that frappy thingamabob with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkled things on top, and help out the show. What's not to like about that?
So to do so, just go to 18wheeltalk.com/support, and you will see just how easy it is to support the show. And don't forget to pick out your fan emoji while you're there. That's 18wheeltalk.com/support.